Oh, right. I guess I'm a bit fucking late for my own stream, but I did just get home. So there's that. Today I'm gonna be talking about the feminists, and I haven't done that for a while. Not since I really lost my page. But we're gonna talk about the fact that there's feminists that are now scrambling to try to find a man, settle down. Feminists that are now in their 30s, early 40s. Yeah, they're scrambling. I'm actually going to try to pull up the little advice column. One of them had decided to write in to the Guardian to see if they could get a response from I guess people that are on their side. Uh, it's kind of interesting actually. They're very set on having kids, but they don't want to adopt because they're not financially stable enough. Uh, I can pull it up. I hope. Just let me do a few things here, but basically, oh man. Okay, the feminists decided that now that they're in their 30s and they realize that they are single. They're single and they want children now. It's a bit late for that. I'm hoping this is capturing right now and it's not just a black screen. It seems like it's just going to be a black screen. That's not gonna work. It won't capture the fucking article, but I will read it to you guys. This is the advice column. Dear Morella, my friends and I are single, childless, and running out of time. Huh. Maybe you should have settled down, I don't know, earlier. Uh, the dilemma. Like me, most of my friends are in their 30s, some turning 40. Those with partners and children have disappeared, other than posting their idyllic family life. We've all tried the dating things, found no one, and our biological clocks are ticking. One friend said her life is not worth living because she hasn't got a partner or a child. In the past, I'd give advice and encouragement, suggest things might turn out all right in the end. There's still time. But now there's actually not time. I can't encourage because life isn't going how we thought it would. We're being left behind, and without the financial ability or housing to freeze eggs or go it alone or adopt. I got harassed by some friends, almost bullying me into going on dating apps because it works for them, but I hated it. Men were rude, unkind, and I felt physically threatened. I found myself despising all men. So you kind of answered your own question there, though. You despise all men. That is why you're single and childless, and probably will be for the rest of your life. Good going. The idea that single people in their 30s are all having fun is a lie. We are the have-nots, and we are sad. What now? I don't know. Maybe stop spewing the anti-men rhetoric. That's a big problem there. Also, get the fuck off Tinder. Tinder is not there for you to meet your long life partner. It's a hookup app. Uh, you know, like most dating apps. They're not there to find the person you're going to marry and have kids with. No, they're there for people who just want to fuck. As for the whole you feeling physically threatened part, I don't get how you could feel physically threatened over a dating app, but it's funny to me. They're all crying. Oh, we're single. We don't have kids. But it's not our fault. It must be the men. It's all their fault. They don't even look at themselves. Ugh. It's interesting to me. I wish I could fucking pull this up. There's a lot of people who said that it's sad. They feel sympathy for these people. Please don't. Don't feel sympathy for them. They're the ones that are screeching about how all men are evil. How they hate men. They're the problem here. They're the reason they're childless and single. And they will never find a relationship unless it's with a cuck. And, we all know most women, don't actually like the cucks. Yeah. They're there to be, I guess, cash cows for the feminists. If you noticed what I read earlier, they specifically said that they were not financially stable enough to adopt or freeze their eggs, meaning they're looking for a partner who can provide for them. Because, fuck logic. Fuck, actually working yourself, trying to get the money to adopt, or even freeze your eggs. It's entirely possible. No, find a surrogate. But, I don't know. Guys tend not to go for women that are extremely financially, unstable. They prefer women who are not, in debt or anything like that. Just saying. I have some tips for the women that are in their 30s, early 40s, maybe younger, who think that they can land a man by spewing this garbage about men that they have been spewing for quite some time. Just stop. You're not gonna find a man that way. They don't like it. They don't. This is why a lot of them just started saying "fuck women." I don't want to risk marrying some fucking batshit crazy bitch that's gonna clean me out. I'm not gonna risk marrying someone or getting with someone who's going to scream rape. So, you did this to yourselves. I feel absolutely no fucking sympathy for you, and never will. Fuck, there was actually, recently, I don't fucking remember what fucking publication posted it. I know it was on Twitter though. There was a woman who actually pretended her family friend's kid was her ex's kid. For a few years, actually, she convinced him that this kid was his kid. He was paying child support for this child as well, giving this fat cow money every fucking month for this kid that he was convinced was his. He then eventually wasn't able to see him. She was preventing him from doing so, and nobody knew where this kid was. As far as they were concerned, the kid didn't even exist. There was no record of his birth from the whatever her name was. I'm just gonna call her Fat Cow. There's no record of his birth. Also, it was people didn't see him. People thought he might have gone missing, or something else had happened to him. So an investigation was done. They ended up contacting the Fat Cow's daughter. She was the one who said, "Oh, that's a family friend." This kid, because fuck, people who just can't be honest with the person and just tell them, "Hey, yeah, this isn't actually your kid. It's a friend of a friend's or whatever." You just tell them. You should be honest. Don't milk them for money. The poor guy was devastated when he found out that it wasn't actually his son. He loved that child as if it was his own, and to find out it wasn't actually his, just it broke him. It broke the man. How can you do that to a person? I tell you how. You had to be a fucking fat, ugly bitch in a vagina cult. That's how. Also, I probably should pay attention to the chat. Hi Sparky, hi Will, hi Madness, hi Mara. Love you. Fakest is there. Apparently Dual Wield is here too. Hello, Dual Wield. Hi, you. This is a lot of people in the fucking chat. I think I read most of the people here, though. Oh, Hex is here. And anyway, this isn't the first case of women milking men out of money for children that are not actually theirs. This is actually pretty fucking common thing that happens more often than it should. It actually should never happen. But and I used to mock the men going their own way thing, but now I understand it completely. I don't agree with a lot of the generalizations they make, but I get why they're going in this direction. It only makes sense to them and a lot of other people. They don't want they don't want to risk it. The shit like this is happening so much the courts also are quite biased. They tend to favor the women. So when the risk outweighs the reward, they tend not to want to deal with it. That I mean, it sucks. I feel bad for these guys. They didn't do anything wrong. They just wanted to have a nice relationship, probably at one point with a nice girl. But then a bunch of these cunts started popping up and just ruining them, and then it becomes a cycle. I mean, I know some guys. They were good guys at one point. They got screwed over one too many times. They started saying fuck it. They stopped caring about women, stopped treating women like people, and then it all went downhill from there. It's like a cycle. The woman then becomes a cunt, and it doesn't end. But then there's the women who are already cunts, and they were always cunts, and they just wanted the money or the things or whatever the fuck they were after. And when the money or whatever they wanted runs out, they leave, or they take it a step further and completely drain the man out of all his money, all of his fucking life savings, all of his stuff that he paid for before they even got together. But there is still some hope, because not all people are fucking psychotic evil bitches, and you just gotta be careful. Just ignore the warning signs. Like if they're fat and they have oddly colored hair, and they also have the fucking problem glasses and the fish mouth, you should probably avoid them at all costs. Even if they're not fat and they have all those other things, avoid them at all costs. Because why? Because they're probably going to be the type of person that will screw you over. And I know it's very judgmental to go based off looks alone, but generally those looks go with the shitty personality. It's tiring. I get why the men going their own way thing is I think becoming more popular. I really fucking wish I could have just pulled up that article though. Oh my god. I found it funny. I find it fucking hilarious that these women are scrambling. They're scrambling to find a man. They should have done that, like, you know, fucking, they should have done that in their early 20s. That's what you do. And, they probably would have been able to if they were attractive and they didn't have a horrible personality. On to another topic, though, that I actually wanted to talk about. Let's talk hockey. And not statistics or who scored what goal. I don't care about any of that. Let's talk about a hockey player from Nashville. Austin Watson. He he got charged with domestic abuse. He was found guilty, I'm pretty sure, of domestic abuse. The man's not facing jail time, but he did. Oh, his punishment is so severe, guys. He is not allowed to play hockey for 27 games. That's it. A 27-game suspension. Because, these sports players often get away with a lot of shit. Beating their wives, dog fights, which occasionally, maybe they go to jail for a bit, but then they're right back to playing the football. I think if you're going to do any of this shit, not just accused, that would be retarded, but if you are actually found guilty, there's like 100% proof. There's no doubts at all that you did this thing. You should be banned. You should not be allowed to fucking be in that profession anymore. Just saying. Same with the women that do dumb shit. They throw their goddamn tantrums, and what's that bitch's name? Serena. Her. She just, why? Why do they allow these people in sports? They're children. They're children trying to play an adult game, and when they don't get their way, or they're just shitty people who beat their wives, or have dog fights, just get rid of them. Get rid of them all. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. That's just toxic. It's toxic to everything sports is supposed to be about. I just I can't deal. I don't like. Okay, how do I word this without pissing off the sportsman? I find them boring, but also I think everybody in the profession, professional sports, be it football or golf or hockey or tennis, whatever, they're all paid way too much fucking money. Like they develop these kind of entitled attitudes. Oh well, I'm worth this much money. Because I shoot the puck into a fucking net and a lot. Like, no, fuck you. Why? Why do you think you deserve more money than people I don't know who actually contribute something of value to our society, like doctors, or even lawyers, or police officers, or firefighters, or paramedics? The fuck? Why are you making more money than them? They're actually doing something, useful. Whereas I'll even group sports into the entertainment industry. Like it's purely for entertainment. You know, yeah, it gets people's minds off political bullshit most of the time, unless you're like a certain football player that likes to bring politics into the game and kneel during the American national anthem to, I don't fucking know, bitch about the police or something like that. Police brutality. Yeah, those people, nobody likes those people. Admittedly, there's a lot of behind the scenes politics in every sport. However, that generally stays behind the scenes. Nobody really brings it out to the public during a fucking game. These people are overpaid. They don't deserve as much money as they're getting. And people can bitch and moan about that all they want, but it's just I don't think sports are so important that they need to be paid fucking thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. A lot of them are really cocky. I don't like that. Also, I should probably pay attention to the chat again. Oh, T-Tech's in chat. Hi, T-Tech. Oof. How does a volunteer firefighter work, Sparky? Hey, why don't you actually come into the stream, Sparky, if you want, if you're around. Because I'm interested to know how this thing works. Like, as a volunteer firefighter, what the fuck do you do? Like, do you have to have certain certifications, even if you're just volunteer? There's just I'm so fucking tired of people in general who have this sense of entitlement. They believe they're entitled to pay this much money. Fuck, what was his name? I can't remember the hockey player's name right now. I don't care to remember their names, honestly, except for like a select few, and pretty sure they're not even on the hockey team anymore. That's how much I pay attention. Anyways, so it's just people in general with that sense of entitlement. There's this one hockey player he's already getting paid a lot of fucking money, but it's not good enough for him. No, he has to walk around with a well I deserve better. Never settle for anything less than what you're worth. It's like you're not worth that much. You fucking play a sport. Sorry, like. Okay, yeah, sure, you're good at the sport. You maybe get paid a bit of money to whatever, but not the fuck. These people, why? They fucking make so much money when it could be going to, I don't know, people who actually deserve it. I'm not talking about the fucking fast food workers either who are demanding like $15 an hour. No, like I said, doctors, lawyers, teachers. Yeah, people who make some sort of difference in the world, make valuable contributions, not just play sports for a living. I say the same thing about the actors in Hollywood too. I feel the exact same way about them. They are paid way too much fucking money. And the worst part of these people is that they will sit there and lecture people about how we need to accept socialism or take in more refugees or do this or do that. And do any of them do anything with their money like that? No, they don't. They do not. They are fucking hypocrites. I don't know. There's a lot of people in the fucking waiting room. I'm gonna bring them in. Hi, T-Tac.
Hey, what's up?
Doing good.
So I got a question for you on this.
Okay.
So with the amount of money that the NFL pulls in, I know it's an ungodly amount of money. I have no idea how much that is, but do you think it would be fair to the players, the people that are making the money, to only give them like $50,000 a year?
I mean,
they're bringing in it's the worth of it. Same with the movie industry. Like if you had studios making, 600 or 700 million on a movie.
Sargent's Club Dumpster said I was here because.
Do you think it'd be fair to only pay the actors $20,000 for their work, or does it make sense to give them a bigger cut of what the movie's actually bringing in?
I'm not saying not to give them bigger cuts. I'm just saying they get their cut and then they start demanding more and more and more and more and more. And that's my issue, is that it's never enough for them. They get greedy, and then they're
they get greedy. But I mean, the market and the market decides on what they're going to end up making at that point. If the studio puts the risk of paying them more and giving into their demands, they're taking the risk on whether or not that product is going to sell and they're going to get their money back. But I agree. I mean, a lot of teachers and stuff aren't paid enough, but it's a completely different industry. People are more willing to pay for entertainment than they are to give to like a teachers union or something like that. I mean, it's not right, but that's just kind of the way it is.
I know it's how things are. I disagree with how much they're given, when I believe there should be a cap on how much they actually are allowed to get, instead of overpaying them. I'm not saying to underpay the people, but don't overpay them either. Don't let them get too greedy and think they're worth more than they actually are.
I'm sure the sports commissioners and stuff would love to put a cap on their salary, because that means everything extra goes into their pockets. You know what I mean? That's the other side of that.
Any extra money should go back into the sports industry, but go back and Schmar, let me finish talking. God damn it!
Sargent's Cum Dumpster said hello.
Okay. Anyways, well, that's an interesting way to be able to talk. Okay. Anyways, hi. I forgot you're the one without a mic, but you're always in here, so I guess you can come on and we'll listen to the robot. Anyways, back to the issue at hand. If they put money back into, say, building rec centers for kids, or helping kids get more into sports or stuff like that, I'd be cool with that. I'd be okay with it. I don't think it should be going into anybody's pockets, but it should be in the sports industry still, but in a different way. Maybe doing they have these sports camps things for kids, and maybe putting more money into that. I don't know, something that doesn't involve overpaying these fucking entertainers. That's what they are. They're entertainers.
Yeah. Well, I do have one comment in regards to the sports industry. It's a big problem among a lot of other things as well, but they don't pay taxes. The entire NFL, NBA, all that shit, it's considered charity basically, and so the majority of these people are not paying taxes. A lot of the players skip out on paying taxes.
Wait, what's seen as charity? NFL players?
The NFL itself, where they're making billions of dollars, the entire league itself is seen as a
non-profit?
Yeah, it's as a non-profit, even though it makes a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
So
that's weird.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard that.
It's rarely ever brought up, but it's marked as a non-profit, and they do not pay taxes. I believe the players and some of the owners are supposed to pay taxes on their income, but that's whatever.
Well, so Leaf, I got a question for you. Like with the programs and stuff you're talking about, is that something that you would want forced and sanctioned onto the NFL, or are you wanting it to kind of be goodness of their own heart kind of thing.
Obviously would prefer it out of the goodness of their own heart.
Okay.
Because, when people are forced to do things, they tend to resent it. What I'm
Yep.
saying is these people, they're super fucking greedy. They want more and more and
Mhm.
more and more and more, and it's just like, when will it stop? Like, I think there's people who do more important work that deserve to be, paid a lot more than they are. It is just irritating to see people who, I'm not saying they're completely valueless to society, but at the end of the day, I don't think they're as important as people try to make them out to be. Because sports players now, they're fucking glorified. I'm just sitting here like, why?
Yeah. Well, and unfortunately, that's just kind of that's a side effect of capitalism. If the market, if the consumers came out, you kind of have to blame them a little bit. If there was a big enough outcry that the NFL didn't help enough with charities and all this stuff, then in order to protect their money and their business and their interests, they would do that kind of stuff. But because there really isn't that outpouring of
I do know. I don't
that
know
kind of
about.
thing.
I don't know about in America, but I do know here. There actually is a lot of interaction with the kids and the hockey players for my
Yeah,
home
you
team.
hear about the NFL players going to the hospitals and doing programs and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So
like-
it's there, but yeah, it's not a dent or out of their salary. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's not a big hit to them.
If they did more, I mean, I try to donate to charity when I can, but if they did more with the money they have, I think a lot more kids would be able to stay out of trouble. You go to those kind of places where the kids they commit crimes because they're fucking bored. That's what a lot of kids are doing. There's nothing to do, so they go on fucking crime sprees for entertainment, and it's shitty and it's sad. But if they had stuff to do, and if there was like rec centers or fucking whatever, something they can do, complexes, sports complexes, stuff like that, I'm pretty sure they'd be really, really okay with, kind of getting more into something that won't get them, in prison or juvie.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that they probably do. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot probably only do it to boost their image, to boost their popularity. It's a photo op kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, but is it bad though? It's still helping the kids, right?
Yeah, you're bringing more attention to the charity by doing it.
Yeah.
But
So and I know there's a cynical way to look at it, and I look at that stuff kind of, you look at that a lot too, but it's hard to differentiate who is doing it for the popularity points and who's actually doing it because they want to help.
I mean, as long as the kids are being helped, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But the people who do it for popularity points aren't doing it really to help the kids. They're doing it more to help themselves. Which is, fine, because the kids are still getting helped, but it's still for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Well, when you're caught beating your wife for the 7th time, doing charities kind of help the public forget about that.
Maybe the guy from Nashville, the Nashville Predators, should donate to some charities. Hey, you're banned for 27 games for beating your wife. That's a fantastic punishment, by the way. Oh no, you're not gonna go to jail. You're just gonna be banned from playing for 27 games. That's a good enough punishment.
Is there actually no charges being filed?
I don't believe there are. All I've heard was that he did, beat his wife, and he has only been suspended for 27 games. It could have been he may have been convicted, but I have not actually heard that he has been. I had a discussion with this over breakfast. Great breakfast conversation, by the way.
Well, you gotta look at it like this: is he just banned from being able to play in games? Is
No,
he still getting paid?
he's suspended for 27 games. He probably will still get his salary. So
well, if
maybe
they sign the contract and it's a salary contract and not a per game contract, then he would still get the money.
Probably.
I mean,
that just means he gets paid without having to do anything now.
it kind of gets into the question of should you not allow someone to provide for themselves because they do a horrible thing, but then should you punish someone for doing a horrible thing?
I think it depends on who or what you are doing. If you're like a public figure of any kind, and I think consider people in hockey and stuff to be public figures, you should not be able to do that job anymore. I'm sorry, but you're representing the industry as a whole. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
when you're representing the industry as a whole and you do shitty things, and they continue to allow you to play hockey or football or whatever, you actually make them look bad because they're like, oh well, they employ wife beaters, or they employ people who have dog fights, or they employ these criminals that did horrible things. They didn't do minor things. These were pretty major crimes to commit. Oh.
And you said this is something that he admitted to, or that has been actually convicted?
I believe so. Why is Schmeckel not in the fucking waiting room? God damn it. Ma, do me a favor, tell Schmeckel to get in the fucking waiting room so I can drag him in.
Yeah, so it's just a question of, if police aren't handling it, then it may just be, the NFL doing the suspension, or not the NHL or whatever it is, doing the suspension thing is kind of their way of separating themselves. They're reprimanding in the way that they can. But if it's not a convicted thing where he's going to jail for domestic abuse and whatnot.
The funniest thing about this guy, I shouldn't call it funny, it's a horrible thing. A bit ironic, I'll say. He was actually in a video about domestic violence, where he and a few other hockey players all said, I would never hit my wife or do this or do that. I would never hit my girlfriend. I'm just sitting here like, why? You fucked up. You fucked up, dude. And I don't think a fucking suspending someone from hockey for a bit is a fair enough punishment. Yeah, and I'm just looking into it again. Yes, this guy did actually get arrested.
So he got arrested,
and he was charged.
So he should be in jail. I mean, that's
he's been charged.
What was the actual legal ramifications? What was that?
Apparently he's been beating his wife for quite some time.
Yeah, I get that.
Domestic assault.
What did the legal people do to him? Like, what kind of punishment did he get there outside of the NHL?
I'm not quite sure, but he seems to have admitted to something. I can't. Gotcha. The article is really being retarded right now.
Oh, okay.
Schmuckle's in already.
Okay, I'll drag him in. I'll do that right now. I'll stop reading the article. Okay, it's not letting me drag him. Oh, there we go.
V is a faggot said check this leaf.
V is a faggot said check this leaf.
I swear to fucking God.
Damn it.
That is really autistic, but you're not wrong.
It's autistic.
Text to speech.
Yeah. No, it's autistic Stephen Hawking.
Anyways, how you doing, Schmeckle?
Schmeckle dead?
I think he's dead. Oh well.
Word.
Fantastic.
Schmeckle. Yeah, this dude was part of a domestic violence awareness campaign back in 2017. Oof.
Oh,
it's the male feminist thing again.
It's always why? It's always them. It's always them.
But I know there's been cases of high-profile men getting taken down by spiteful women in these kind of things.
That being said, there actually is physical evidence of what he did.
Oh, I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying there's the case of it, and I think there was suspensions in those cases too. But it was just because the NFL was going off of the hearsay and wanted to get out in front of the controversy before there was actually a legit conviction and whatnot from the police. So.
Well, that's true. But I know So, he admitted to pushing her. However, the officer who went to respond to the call said he noticed red marks on the woman's chest. Noticeable red marks. So I don't know what the fuck he did, but I can assure you, if you're just pushing someone lightly to get them away from you, or whatever the case may be, you're not going to leave red marks on their chest. It's just
Yeah.
not a thing. That doesn't fucking happen. Unless they have some sort of weird, skin disorder.
Crazy.
Where they just, I don't know, bruise easily or something.
Yeah.
I think Schmeckel is still dead. That's really weird because he
And
didn't. There we go.
it's not hay now, so it's kind of hard for him to probably figure it out.
So, I'll read you some of the article. According, this was after 7 p.m., somewhere in Franklin. A police officer was actually flagged down by a witness for a possible domestic situation at a gas station. When the officer responded, he noticed a vehicle at the station where the passenger was trying to back away from being shoved. The passenger also said stop and was trying to cover her face. So, the guy eventually got identified as the hockey player for Nashville.
Yeah.
And, he's like, well, me and my girlfriend were having an argument about her drinking and not being able to attend a wedding. I don't think an argument generally includes people trying to get away from you.
Yeah.
And covering their face. That's not a
From a
normal
fucking
reaction to a simple argument. Just saying. If the officer noticed marks on the woman's body, it was probably a bit more than an argument. I think
Never seen an argument leave marks.
You drink too much.
Really hard to
push down
argue
the
with
stairs.
somebody hard enough that she gets bruises.
How you doing, Schmeckel? Are you alive finally?
You're not
Hey.
arguing, right, Schmeckel?
Some very powerful words
No.
right there.
According to Dual Wield, my stream quality is shit, and it makes a T-Tac sound like Jim.
Really? Oh man,
I don't
gonna
think
make it in the
T-Tac
world.
sounds like Jim, but okay.
V is a faggot said I like the stream.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Get a microphone, man.
He really does need to get a microphone. This person was in the stream the other day, but they didn't even have the robot on. So the robot is actually a step up from the other day when I had
I
it.
think it's text to speech. It's not actually.
It's
Yeah.
just it's
I
text.
don't know if it's an improvement, to be honest.
It's an improvement from them waiting in the on-air chat and then me dragging them in and then they're saying I don't have a mic.
There's a bunch of people in the waiting room. I have no idea who any of these people are.
Let's have a look.
I think you're getting raided. You're getting hit by Trippy and his crowd.
I don't know who
No,
any of these people are either.
I can vouch he's pretty much backed off. He's done.
I don't know. I don't know any of these people. I've never seen them in any streams I've ever been in, or on Twitter, at all.
I've seen gay around before.
V is a faggot
Okay,
said I like
that's a
meeting
lie.
new
I've
people.
seen. Where did the potato go?
I like him more now.
Oh,
He's great.
I know
There's-
Grandpa Spud.
there's
I know
Dual
who that is. I actually seen the guy on Twitter. So I'm okay with them. Obviously dual wield as well. Other people not so much.
Can I tell you
Wield,
something?
I heard he sucks some big tactic.
What are you doing? It's entertaining down there.
No.
Poor baby.
Has anyone else noticed that? Oh my God, I can cut it out. Jesus.
They're down there
Exactly.
doing V impressions.
Oh, are they?
Oh, are they?
Leaf and Schmeckel, you guys have very similar cadence in the way you speak. I don't know if anyone else picks
I
up.
know
Well,
that.
well, we're
I know
I think it's the
Canadians.
Canadian thing. Yeah.
Suits, probably.
Both of us speak similarly.
Now, one's a drunken
Nah,
idiot.
outs and abouts worse than I do.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
Why the fuck am I hearing myself?
Stop. Leaf.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
As a faggot said
V
bad
is a
monkey.
faggot said bad monkey.
One's a drunk Canadian and the other one's an unapologetic one.
That, what was I gonna say? How
The
you
better.
doing, Dual Wield and Spud? I remember Spud from Twitter. All these other fucking people, I don't know. They said they're here for drama, but there's actually no drama, so,
There can be drama if you want
Hey.
drama.
T-Tech, shut your whore mouth. Do not start
Ding,
the
ding,
drama,
ding.
T-Tech.
I told you. I
Start
will.
the drama.
How do you feel about your girlfriend having a penis?
Kumar, how is that?
That.
Oof.
Why
How does it
was
feel
I?
to be inadequate in the bedroom because her penis is bigger than yours?
Why was I expecting
Gotcha.
that?
These are lies. These are horrible lies.
Are they?
I just want to know who all these people
Until
are.
you can
Obviously
prove-
bigger.
Until you can prove that our baseless claims. Actually, there is a base to it. She had a big bulge in that one dress.
Pull them in
Until
one
you
by
can
one.
prove that we're wrong, we're right.
Fuck you. I don't have a penis. The meme is dead. Let it die.
That's what every trap says.
I hate my life.
Yeah, I've heard Riley Dennis say the same. Oh wait, never mind.
Well, look at you hanging out around with.
Say it with me. Leafy has a mangina. Leafy has a man.
Okay. What's up, JTR? How you doing?
Huh?
There's someone in chat. I'm talking to some people in chat, you know. Maybe I have to, you know, acknowledge the chat's existence every now and then. I'm not fucking Schmeckle.
Fuck your chat.
You're not acknowledging your waiting room. There's some funny ass cats down there.
Just I don't know these people, dual wield.
Hi.
I don't trust random people. After what happened on the Cunt stream or the Snatchcast.
You have the power to put him back down. You don't like him.
One of the
Talking
fucking
about-
two.
Lots of shit.
I'll start with one, and I'll see. I'm not fucking bringing all these people in.
Do
That's
it.
That's right.
Why are you a cop?
Guten Tag.
Oh god,
Just Diamond.
Are you a Nazi?
it's a Nazi.
Am I a Nazi? Am I a Nazi? Of course. Does
Oh
that mean I get
god,
to be in here?
this
Yeah, are you guys all Nazis?
Yes.
Based by build.
the stream
Okay.
has been raided by Nazis, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh God, 6 million!
Oh no.
Anonymous.
That sounds
Can we
fair.
just attribute everything he says to Little Miss Anonymous? We send him with-
Yes.
Hey, non-waifu, it's on somebody else. Free reign.
Oy vey, oy vey.
Oh my god. So we now have a
I just
Nazi
wish
in the
Nazis
chat.
were funnier.
How does it
Oh,
feel to
God.
be a Nazi?
Dude,
Oh, are you asking me?
Yes, you're the only Nazi in here.
I'm the only Nazi in here. What are you guys? You guys liberalists?
Totally. That's totally what we
You
all
sound
are.
like a Jew.
I wish
Are
Nazis
you
were
guys
funnier.
liberalists?
No, I'm just hungry.
I sexually identify
said
as
I am.
a Jew, but I'm actually fiscally a Nazi.
Okay. Glad to know.
Autism.
I won't go into that.
Alrighty, is that all you wanted to say, Mr. Nazi dude?
I mean, no, I came here. I heard you guys were talking about something really interesting, so I was wondering what you were talking about.
I was just talking about the
To
feminists.
be caught up on what we were talking about.
We were talking about thoughts. That's what.
Yeah.
What about thoughts? I thought
I
this was like a
don't know
dis-
about that, Mara. I think in order to be a thought, you actually have to be attractive.
I thought this was a Discord
I've
for
always thought that.
internet detectives. People talking about finding out the real problems. That's why I came here. Somebody told me this is like the home of internet detectives, internet Batmans. I'm
Okay.
very
Internet
surprised.
Well,
Batmans.
I think
Dude, I'm in my Batcave right now.
I'm behind.
I think you might
Sound
be
like
getting us
Guardian,
confused with this.
cognitive thought.
Pretty
What?
sure you're getting us confused with the mouse, Scooby. He thinks he's Batman, not us.
Oh, God.
But anyways, I'm a move you
Gang.
back.
Okay,
to the
well,
way.
I'd like to say
Nope. Time to bring in another autist. Let's see. What
There's
autist
a
should
pick
I
of the
bring in
litter down there.
next? I'll just go down the
I'm
list.
with this. No. Bring on Johan. He sounds like a Nazi.
Okay, I'll do that. I was just gonna go down the list. You know.
Alphabetical order.
He's in the list. He's
I don't know
very listed, but
what.
he's in the waiting list. He's a good guy.
Who?
Oh, honor list.
I've already had Will All Honorless on the last stream, Schmeckle. I'm gonna bring.
I don't watch everything. Leaf.
You That's your fault. You're the one who was supposed to come on the stream, and then you passed out Schmeckle.
I lost connection. What did I miss?
These two
in your
going back
fucking life? No one does that, you stupid fuck. No one's gonna do that. No college would do that. No college would take a fucking student fresh out of general ed and throw them in with fucking patients with no medical training where they don't even know how to draw blood or
Godspeed.
fucking properly assess them. You
It's-
sound
I
like
like
a
this guy.
fucking idiot.
It
I
seems
love
like
this guy.
it
What's
seems
the
like I
context
moved
that
someone.
I don't have? I don't know what he's yelling at.
Oh, I was yelling at this other guy that's an idiot, Sparrow.
There we go.
He's insisting that in the EU you don't need to actually go to pre-med and that they just take students fresh out of general education and they just throw them into the medical field with no real training because that's how they do things there.
Speaking on the behalf of
There's no
Brianna,
chance of that being real.
What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, speaking on the behalf of being on a fire department, yeah, that's completely insane. And that is the case. The EU should have a less population than what they do now.
Well, you know, Sparrow's a dick rider who frequently defends people like the director. And I pointed out that there's no way the director ever became a doctor in less than 5 years because the degree that he said he ran through, it said that you have to take pre-med for 4 years before you can even qualify to be in that program. And I said, how did you do that? And then he said, in the EU, you don't have to do pre-med. You can just join right after the program. And then I even called the college to ask them, and they said that was impossible.
Now we are doing fucking detective shit. Bring the last guy back.
Hold on, Schmeckle. I have to check my Streamlabs. I just got an email about it. I completely forgot about the Streamlabs, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh, that was probably mine.
Send money. Leaf needs a stylus.
Oof. Oh yeah, it was Vara. He said patrol the
Jesus.
thoughts. That never popped up. Well, I was not paying attention to OBS. So,
Rip.
anyways,
Okay, so wait, what are we gonna talk? What are we still gonna talk about? What we were talking about? Or
no, Schmeckle wanted me to bring someone back. Who was it again?
I think, but he's deafened himself.
Okay, well, I can't fucking keep bringing people on from my computer apparently because it's painfully slow.
Oh my god, this is why you need to.
Okay, listen, I got a laptop that wasn't super duper expensive because
I said this is why you need someone to fucking run your shit for you.
I don't need someone to run my shit for me. It's just my computer isn't super duper fast. I can just hop on my phone and move people. I brought in CK. So, I don't know
What's up?
How you doing?
What do you want to talk about?
Nothing really. Actually, I want to go back to waiting room because there's a bunch of Spurgs yelling about Croatian medical colleges.
That is.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Sounds more.
Let him go, Leaf.
What?
Yeah.
Just move. You can move yourself back or whatever.
Taking Sparrow and Godspeed because they're yelling at they're yelling at each other. It's really interesting. I'm probably gonna go back.
Maybe I should just bring them both onto the stream and let them yell at each other on stream.
Damn head.
Yeah, do that. Because there's this other guy that they know that says he's a doctor, and he didn't go to this one college, but Godspeed says there's only one medical college.
Kind of like how
they've been arguing.
Kind of like how V thinks he's a doctor.
Does V actually think he's a doctor?
Or a nurse, whatever the hell he wants to call himself.
A lawyer too.
Oh, he's super talented, man.
Doctor.
He is a faggot said I am a doctor.
He is a faggot said I am a doctor and a lawyer.
He was helping out at a hospital or whatever, but they basically told him that, you know, you're too dumb, so go away.
Oof.
Is the gist of it. There was a huge thing about it, like, the other year, but whether he was actually a doctor or not, and there's little proof that he's a doctor, let alone a fucking nurse.
He's a fucking
wrong,
a doctor
but-
lawyer.
Doctor lawyer.
Brockus is in the waiting room. Okay.
So the guy named Sparrow and the guy named Godspeed are like each other. I'm about to go back.
There we go. Brockus.
He's definitely
Fucking. No, he's not.
I
Not
was
anymore.
just telling Graucus that him and I are both.
What?
Because him and I are both. Use your words. Homosexual lovers.
Homosexual lovers, obviously, but
no, we're not. That's a fucking lie. You leave that.
I'm the pitcher.
Wait, are you rejecting Schmeckel, Brockett? That's rude.
You guys don't flip flop.
Him and I will both be on Taboo Talk a lot more regularly.
I definitely want to come on to Taboo Talk.
What the fuck?
Plus, they're going to be more. Oh, whoa! What just popped? Oh, wait, your face.
Why?
We'll post pics of you.
It was from my Twitter. I don't understand why that got. No, I know who you are, but I'm not your waifu. Stay away from me.
Has a dick. V is a fat.
I don't have a penis.
Probably say that dick is
long, a cock, a meat stick.
I think Schmeckle is just really gay because he has this weird obsession for dick. Just saying. He's extremely obsessed with Marcus's dick.
No, you know how I can easily just destroy that, right?
His dick?
No, bring one very nearly viral onto a stream and see how that goes.
Don't. That was so.
Oh my god. I can't. I don't have.
Why am I here again?
What?
Why am I here again?
You fucking were in the waiting room, Sparky, and you were supposed to explain the volunteer firefighter shit. Like.
I'm going to.
Oh, yeah, you a volunteer firefighter?
Is that where all the good men have gone?
Yeah.
I think that's what the topic is. And
Well,
I don't know.
you missed the topic.
Save your
Brockett.
child.
The topic shifted from the feminist. I actually made a tweet. If you want to catch up, there's this.
No, of course. There's always a fucking goddamn shift in topics. Okay, I'm at your Twitter. Which topic is it now? Is it raising men's shelter?
No, but it was about here. I'll just link you it.
Cute birds with sailor hats on their heads?
No,
that's
what?
just adorable.
Surprise me.
God damn it, Ruckus! I'm just gonna send you the tweet. It's so much easier to do that because I think you might be looking at the wrong account. I'm not quite
You
sure.
have a fuck ton of fucking pinned tweet. Oh, yeah, no, I'm on the wrong fucking account.
I know! That's why I was confused.
Dumb Brockus.
We all applaud your intelligence, Brockus.
Fucking Brockus. Anyway, that was the initial topic. I was going based off that and made generalizations, I guess, about other women who have done the same thing. But I find it funny. I'll do a little refresher. This woman decided to write into an advice column, and she was crying about being in her 30s, single and childless, and she was wondering why. Why is she so sad? Why is she single? Well, she answered her own question. She said she despises all men because I guess she went on Tinder.
Trying to find your relationship.
She was trying to find a man on Tinder.
Hey, you're a single lady. I'm an attractive man. I walk up to you and I hate chicks.
Hi, how are you doing this morning? I hate all men. You're disgusting. Where have all the men gone? Why am I single?
But it is this
I don't know, maybe fucking shitty attitude. Pull the tampon out, change it, something. For fuck's sakes, get off your fucking pissy high horse, you cunts!
Fucking first impressions are everything.
Did you pop a blood vessel?
No, I just fucking hate this topic because I'm in my 30s. I'm single. I'm childless. But I don't bitch about all fucking women because of it. This is my choice, technically.
Technically?
So technically, because I could go and get a relationship right now.
Did not go and try and fail.
No, I don't really want to actually, get into a relationship with anybody right now, just because, personal reasons. I really want to work on myself. I want to get my own shit going, because too many things fell through the cracks and fell apart in the last 5 years. So I'm just like, I want to repair what's actually been damaged before I jump into that.
Going with this is going to be a very depressing stream.
You know what? I swear to God, I'm going to go take pics of my fuck buddy's ass after I got done pounding it when I fucking healed this shoulder up. And I'm going to, actually, no, that's...
Because by the time your fucking shoulder gets healed up, that woman's going to be fucking somebody else.
By the time my shoulder's healed up, I'm going to knock you the fuck out in a goddamn boxing ring in fucking Tennessee.
We can make money off of it. I'm fine with that.
Yes! Leaf, you want to fucking, you want to commentate?
Leaf is a faggot said I like cats.
I'm not paying
Wait, aren't
attention.
you fighting him? How would he commentate while you're fighting him?
I want to place bets on the fight.
Time out.
Wait, who do I get to fight? I want to fight someone.
Shut up, Mara. Don't get to fight anybody.
You look smaller than me.
We're going to want to live stream the actual fight. That's kind of the whole point of the commentary.
Brockus, we want to fight, not a slap fest.
It's going to be an actual fight. Okay, Sparky, you may be slightly taller than me, but I'll fight you too, bitch.
I don't know if it'll be a
Speaking
fight.
of fights...
Maybe I'll fucking knock that speech impediment out of your mouth.
Oh, shit.
Fucking Brockus, fucking 6'4", fucking 300-something pounds. Versus 5'11", like 170.
It's the weight that's the problem. If he falls on you, you're done.
Last time somebody...
All he needs to do is walk up to me and lean forward.
I was gonna say, last time somebody punched me, they broke the fucking hand. So go ahead.
I've fought with a dude who's over 6 foot. Dude hit like a bitch.
Brockus probably will hit like a bitch, but have weight behind those bitch punches. Whereas I'll hit like a bitch and not have the weight.
Speaking of fights, Sargon said he would fight Jim.
I want him to do it. I know he
Sargon, open challenge, I will fight you. He's
How tall is him?
There's some speculation that he's between 5'4" and like 5'7". It looks like he wears platform shoes, and some autists have done some math. They believe he's around 5'4", 5'5".
He's never actually said what he...
yeah, you know what? Sargon, I will definitely fight you, apparently. I'm short at 5'11", but you're like a lawn gnome.
Wait,
isn't like Sargon in his 40s with arthritis, anyway? I know he said he had arthritis.
He is a faggot said I will fight you, monkey.
He's a faggot. If you will pay for the trip and we can monetize the fight, I'll do it. I will fight anybody if I get paid.
See, yeah. That's what I said.
I don't want to pull people in to create a big shitstorm where everybody's screaming.
Leaf if you pay me enough.
How dare you, T-Tech? I see what you changed your fucking name to. Fuck you. T-Tech's name in the server is Leaf. It got changed to Leaf Eats Ass.
Said leave my way.
Well, Vara, you have something to look forward to. Get out the maple syrup.
T-Tech, why are you like this?
I'm paying attention to a lot of stuff.
What did I ever do to you, T-Tech?
Live.
Horrible. You're so mean to me. I never did anything to you.
If you deserve it, shut the fuck up.
I do not, Schmeckle.
Nothing comes
Anybody who wants to be mean
except Leaf's tongue.
I'm giving you a pass right now. She earned it.
Brockus. Okay? Prolapsed anus. Remember that.
Will on
I built up an immunity, motherfucker. I made myself look at a lot of gross shit. Sue yourselves, Discord has trained my mind.
Will Honorless wants to fight Schmeckle. How do you feel about that, Schmeckle?
Will Honorless was challenging me.
I feel like he'd win, but also he has a lisp, so I feel like I'd win.
How does that work?
Well,
these people are probably cripples.
Here's how Schmeckle thinks. He's not much of a fighter, and he doesn't really know the actual physical status of most people. So in his head, he's probably thinking, there's a chance I might not actually win that fight. But then he remembers one really goofy detail about them, and he's like, you know what? No, that speech impediment tells me I'm going to fuck this kid up.
Definitely going to lose most fights, but the speech impediment makes them... Sparky, I've seen you. I know you're not a cripple.
That's the problem.
Yeah, your speech
People
impediment
judge
makes me
like
think
that.
you are.
Yeah, people judge like that, and they end up being so wrong.
There's
And they
so
end up
much
regretting that.
autism.
Shut up, Sparky. I'll fight you too. I will fuck your shit up.
Okay, Brockus.
You know what, Brock? So we'll make it a fucking multiple fight thing.
Cage match.
No, I'm gonna beat up Sparky.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look into the camera and I'm gonna just be like, while I'm pounding on your buddy, I'm gonna be thinking of you, Antoine. And then just start beating the shit out of Sparky. Thinking of you, Antoine!
So
This is
you're,
in charge.
you're gonna stroke his dick?
No, God.
That's kind of gay, Brockus.
He's,
referencing DBZ
you know, you're a pretty horrible person if you're cheating on Samaj with Schmeckle. I'm just saying.
Oh, he's not just cheating on Samaj. He's cheating on Samaj with Schmeckle. He's cheating on Schmeckle with Sparky, and he's cheating on Sparky with Antoine.
You know what?
He's a dirty whore. Oh, and he's going around raping little ducks.
Oh yes, we forgot about the fact that Brockus rapes rubber duckies.
And you're a fucking furry. So you got no room to talk. Ass-eating furry dick girl.
That's okay. I'll fuck that out of her.
You'll fuck the dick out of her? Okay, that's a new one for me.
It's possible, Brockus. It's possible.
I don't think it is possible. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Blair wouldn't have her little sausage between her legs still.
Well, Blair's not dating me. Leaf is. So Blair can suck it.
Oh!
Kind of the same thing, isn't it?
I might have to hit up
Whose
Joey
dick is
now.
bigger?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hit up Joey and I'm gonna be like, it's a trap off. Basically, you both have to fuck the shit out of your trap so hard that their penises fall off and a vagina grows there.
They're just like, challenge accepted.
I think he would just accept the challenge, be like, well, we've been challenged.
Someone
Get
has
on the
told
bed,
me
bitch.
to fight Brockus.
I'll fight Leaf. I don't care.
Oh, I will monetize that. You're gonna beat the shit out of him because Brockus is way too much of a pussy to hit a 5-foot-tall woman.
Are you fucking kidding me? I will knock a fucking midget out.
Is that really a
You
fight?
heard that?
I thought that was a slaughter.
Oh, look, somebody posted a picture of Leaf. in a
T-Tech, why do you keep changing your name to bizarre things? I hate you.
What do you change it to this time?
He said I jack it to My Little Pony porn. Excuse you, I am not. What the fuck? Who is it that jacked it to My Little? Oh, Mundane Matt. I'm not Mundane Matt.
Scooby does that.
Don't remind me of that disgusting shit.
He's still a clopper, by the way. He still is.
Oh my god.
No, I don't. I'm not Mundane Matt. I don't do that degenerate shit. That's disgusting. Fucking.
Like I'm all for being friends with people with freaky kinks and all that shit. Like, oh, you jerk it to hentai, that's cool, whatever, not a big deal. Oh, you like BDSM, that's cool, whatever, not a big deal. As soon as I hear you jerk it to fucking My Little Pony, all right, go to the gas chamber.
Wait, this is like you jerk it to cartoon horses?
That's my gas chamber, and I get to put the people in there. Okay, all right.
Hey, there's more than one gas chamber, okay? Just
Nope.
because Auschwitz
They're all mine.
fell apart doesn't mean...
They're all mine, okay? And you have to ask first.
I have to ask. Huh?
He's never been one for asking.
I really am not.
Yeah, and that's why he hasn't had sex in 5 years.
I don't have to fucking ask for a sec. I hit up my fucking fuck buddy yesterday. The only reason why she couldn't is because she was actually out of town again.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I don't have a lot of situations where nobody's home and I could just fuck without having to worry about making her scream.
Sure. All right.
Is that what you get told all the time?
But screaming's even better.
I
That's
want him to
funny.
answer that question. Brockus, when was the last time you made a lady scream? Sexually. Not
Last time I had
otherwise.
sex.
How
was
many
walking
years
down
has
the
it
alley.
been?
Time out.
Year and a half actually.
Smirkle, you gotta
Oh.
rephrase your question. Sexually as in doing stuff, or sexually as in stripping down in the lake?
Rape doesn't count.
Well, guess that doesn't
What
count
if-
for Brockus. Poor Brockus.
Wait. Oh, hold on. What if they want to be raped though? So I know a couple girls that actually asked me to. I never did it, but
rate somebody.
I had an ex who actually had a rape fantasy and wanted me to play into it, and I agreed. And it was the worst fucking goddamn moment of my my life when it came to sex, because oh Christ, I thought things went horribly wrong, and I thought I'd legitimately hurt her, and apparently I was actually choking her a little too much.
Share that
Scared the
sentiment.
shit out of her.
Don't tell stories about your personal life. None of them make you look good.
Most of them make me look good. Some of them make
Tell
me
the
look
story
like
about the time you saved a puppy.
I saved
Can I just stop everybody and just to say that Liz Reptile said she used to be Sargon's friend, and now he's the saddest. And now he's the saddest man that Liz Reptile has ever met. Oof.
So I guess our emotional connection's done then, right?
Well, she
fucking love
that
that.
stuff. So.
Oh man, imagine.
Guardian is a kook, said Liz is my friend.
What?
Like last
he was
November.
Trying to call you a gook, but he said kook.
Oh, it says a guardian is a cuck. Why are you talking about the squirrel like that?
Wrong.
What did the squirrel ever do to you?
Apparently, philandering.
What?
Schmeckle, you keep cutting out, man.
He has slaves.
His connection.
I don't know what
Guardian
Schmeckle is
a kook,
talking
said
about.
I
I
don't
am
like squirrels.
Okay.
Did it say
T-Tac, if you want me to shut the fuck up because men are present, then you better start fucking talking. Because if you're not gonna talk, I'm still gonna talk. This is my stream. Fuck you.
Said men are present. He didn't mean himself.
That's. Oh no.
Apparently that shit show is still going on in the waiting room.
I really am not planning on bringing all those motherfuckers into the chat or live stream.
I'm curious. I am curious.
King Henry IX.
Keep the bruh train going, because somebody fucking did a bruh, and then fucking Optic Decay responded with bruh, and I just responded with bruh. I don't know why I want to keep that going.
Wait, where? What chat?
It's on Twitter.
Oh.
I retweeted something that I retweeted Optic saying bruh, and that was it. That's all it is.
I don't want Sargon anywhere near this stream. He would kill the channel within
Leaf is cool, said
half
maybe
a second.
bring a few of those anons.
Oh my god!
Apparently.
Why does it repeat itself?
Because Leaf picks it up on her mic. We hear it, and then she plays it through her mic.
I would love Sargon to actually come to this stream and talk, so I can be like, Sargon, I know you're acting like you're right.
I would love for Sargon to hang himself and videotape it.
Can you not?
Greg Brady squeak at us?
You can have a easily one-on-one conversation with him if you pay $40 a month to his patron.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, I don't know
Actually,
what
damn.
spurgery is going on in the
Do you want to
fucking.
hear how intelligent I am? Listen to me as I suck my own penis off about how smart I am. I'm Sargon the God. Fucking faggot.
What autism is? No, Sargon. Nobody like that. They need to fuck off. I don't associate with Sargon. I will never associate with Sargon.
I mean, depends on the topic. Usually I like listening when he talks about history, but other than
I
that,
will
no.
never associate with the guy. He just no thanks. I'm good.
Way to jump on the bandwagon there, Leaf.
I actually have not liked Sargon for quite some.
Now you Sargon.
No, I actually have not liked Sargon for quite some time. I started to dislike him a while ago.
Gotcha.
I don't like how much of a fart sniffer he's become. Really, it's just depressing.
He's a self-absorbed, narcissistic bastard.
The thing is, he didn't used to be that way. At least I
kind
couldn't see it.
of like that a little bit. It just became worse.
Wait a minute. The person known as Godspeed in the other fucking
Yeah,
chat.
that's the guy.
Is that actually Zoom? Because
No. He had a different voice.
I don't know. There's several people insisting it's Zoom.
He was screaming about Croatia or something, Croatian schools.
Oh my god.
Oh, Shreckle, I'm going to let you suffer for a couple seconds longer because you decided to join into this work best.
Now I realize what the fucking bruh thing starts from, because,
Hi, we can go live.
Hi, Schmeckle.
somebody decided to talk shit on fucking Vamp, and then Schmeckle commented by saying, bruh, with their fucking picture as a response, because they do not look like someone who should be talking shit on Vamp.
I'm not saying the chick was unattractive.
Is that the training one?
I am saying this chick is unattractive. That is too much fucking purple.
Is that the one she said needed a better wig?
A man with a purple
Rockus,
wig and purple
I need
lipstick.
you to DM me this exchange. I need to see it for myself.
Alright.
Yeah, just link it in the chat.
I need it either through Twitter or Discord, preferably Twitter. It's just easier for me and probably easier just to send it via direct message.
I'll put it in the Discord.
Anyway, Schmeckle, what autism was going on over there? You want to fill everybody in? It looks like she used Photoshop on her hair.
A man with purple wig and purple lipstick. That's what I'm seeing from this.
That doesn't even look like a wig. It looks like there isn't. They use that app. There's an app where you could color your hair and stuff like that. That looks like they use the fucking app.
Actually, that does look really fake.
I'm just saying. It
But
doesn't.
yeah, now I fully understand the chain, and I'm glad that I am helping add to it, because I was just like, fuck.
I just already.
Sister Fister 69. Okay. That's
What?
Alrighty.
Please tell me that that's a woman and she's making some kind of lesbian reference.
Well, I
Yeah, like
hope
she
it's
only
at
fits
least a
black chicks or
stepsister. Oh god,
Who
that's
knows?
disgusting. That's a good way to get herpes, man. That's dangerous.
Guardian is a furry, says, let her in. I don't think Sister Fister 69 is a female.
Probably not.
Only one way to find out.
I'm not sure I want to.
Come on, don't be a Nancy.
Fuck you.
Her name is Joe.
Why is everyone like fucking awake right now and doing shit?
Because it's daytime.
It's PM in the fucking.
Oh my god. No.
PM in the morning.
I was out like all day. I ended up starting the fucking stream late because I got home like right when I was supposed to start the fucking stream. I did not want to start it like immediately as I got in the door, so I waited a bit.
Bring in Sister Fister. I never took you for a coward.
Guardian is a furry said sometimes we must take risks.
Right?
God damn it.
Fix that shit.
You gotta turn off text to speech.
Yeah, that's not me causing the echo, by the way. That's on their
Okay,
end.
now someone's posting feed.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Tentacular said teehee.
I just... Alrighty.
Look at that.
Okay.
I'm the trash man. Skip-a-dip-a-dip-a-dip-a-dip-a-dip.
I love that song.
On the sky.
What?
He was taken too early.
I don't even know who it was.
Anybody else want to be pulled out of the prison that is the waiting room? Otherwise, I'm
They
just
have to.
gonna let everyone.
I was gonna say they have the ability to leave.
I know.
You can actually.
But sometimes,
Sometimes
the autism is so autistic that you want to leave, but you just can't.
Yeah. You know, you can't make the waiting rooms where nobody can talk.
I don't know why they're posting a bunch of anime titties in fucking your Discord here, but God bless those people.
You'd like that fucking darkness.
Okay.
What? I am unashamed about Me liking fucking big ass anime titties.
Okay, so I don't know
Goes to
why there's
2D, can't get the 3D.
okay, there's someone really spurting out trash man. You gotta go. That's really spurgy spammy shit. I don't want that in my server. I don't need that in my server. Get the fuck out.
I don't know who this guardian is or furry person is, but they may be a very truthful human being with that kind of a name.
Guardian is a furry said to solve the echo. Turn down the volume of your video.
That has nothing to do.
Guardian is a furry said to solve the echo. Turn down the volume of your video.
Literally,
I already heard that.
it has nothing to do with me. I hear it from the.
Out of you. You were the only one that was lit up when that went off.
The turn off text to speak, dude. You gotta.
You're not doing it right.
No, it's nobody else is echoing. It's just the fucking text to speech shit.
Shit, leave.
You can go into
Or
the
did they
waiting
all
room.
leave?
But anyways, no, it shouldn't be. It comes out really, really low on my end, and then it echoes. Oh, T-Tech, I can't hear anything you're saying. Maybe I can fix that though. I can probably try to turn your volume up.
Spectacular said, can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear him either. Oh, there we go.
What? I was half expecting it.
T-Tacular said, can you hear me now?
Oh! Fuck off with the text-to-speech shit! Fuck you!
Guardian is a furry said, hello mom.
Why is that on?
I don't know. I'm half expecting it to start saying that's fucking based, and I would start kicking everyone's ass or something. Jesus, what's wrong with you?
Is that T-Tech? T-Tech, do you have text-to-speech turned on?
T-Tacular said to turn it off.
T-Tacular said to turn it off you need to hit Alt F4. Now that's fucking
Sparky, I
based.
see you.